Hello and welcome back to another Beating Every 3-star. Do apologise if the audio's a bit dodgy, it's because I'm in a uni hall at the moment. YouTube Our Song, to be honest, by Kukul. It's a pretty interesting style so far, with some decent effects and some nice blending. The shaders look alright, the designs are pretty minimalistic, however they have some nice movements. So far it feels a little bit unpolished, but it has some decent ideas. It would be nice to see some more designs within this. Colours have been consistently pretty good, and there's been some decent glow effects, nice particle usage in this part, and good pulses. Overall this is pretty cool, has some nice ideas, and I'm glad I died there. Nice, well done me. Pretty interesting level with some cool ideas. Overall could be improved in quite a few ways, but it was pretty cool. And 3 coins. Relictus by Icy Windy, who's been getting a lot of rates recently. Nice trail effect, very cool idea. Good use of area triggers, really nice effect here. I like the energy, the atmosphere is really cool as well. Colour usage is pretty good, it feels nice and washed out. The saws stand out nicely, and I really like the particles too. It would have been nice to see a bit more of a style change here, but I do like the fact that the background in the last part was made up of these pointy sloped objects, and the blocks were made of curves, and now they've switched. So now the background was made of curves and the blocks were made of spikes. And now we have a more interesting part here with some really cool effects. I don't like the gameplay though. It's just made out of spider orb inputs. That's changed now, but it was really easy to miss them and it just felt a bit annoying and quite inconsistent. There is some really unique gameplay here. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that they use the Voxycat spile, but I have used it in a pretty interesting way. And I like the use of breakable blocks as well. There's some pretty unique ideas and assets within this level, and I do like it a lot. Really cool, I just wish the gameplay was a bit better. Aura by Painting Orange, who used to be a glow creator, but now kind of inherited this smear style, and their recent levels have just been incredible. So this is one of their glow levels. It's only really outlines though, there's not really any designs. It doesn't look bad, it's just very empty in pretty much every aspect. The colours are pretty nice, they look nice and dim, it makes the glow usage pop. Everything's very clean, I just wish there was a bit more to it. Transitions could be worked on, they are just black screens with some pads. It would be nice to see some more air deco and maybe some ground spikes. It's all just a bit unoriginal. Nice and clean, but unoriginal. I don't think the grey works in between these blocks, or as the outlines. Although I do like the fact that the top line of each block is coloured. Had positives and negatives, it is an older level though. Conmigo by Henixes. Ooh, nice colours. It's very messy. There's some really cool ideas here though. I wish the execution was a little bit better. It's kind of reminding me of an experimental Geometer. It has that kind of vibe. Or the Echonox vibe, but that's probably just because of the music note, which is Echonox's logo. Gameplay's very basic. The inputs are just up and down, up and down, up and down. Now we have some jump rings in there, it's a bit more interesting. Very boring transition, and it's taken quite some time. It would be nice to see a little bit more energy within that part. Colours hit and miss. Like, I like the fact that there's a lot of colours, but they could be paired a little bit better. Glow usage has been solid overall, and I like the messy designs, I think it works very well. There's an invisible block here where if you jump off of it, even though it looks like you're supposed to, you die, which is very annoying. That barrier block actually does hinder you. I also don't like the fact that these lines go over the screen. It just looks a bit unnecessary, a bit lazy to fill in space, and it obstructs the vision quite a lot. Overall not too bad though, has some nice effects. Brian C2 by Brian C2. Brian C2. This is cool. I really like the concept. Colours and glow usage is really good. It's actually quite creative. They've somehow managed to make this look good, despite it all being text. Well, I suppose it's not all text, but the blocks look good, and so do the backgrounds, and it is just Brian C2. I'm not a fan of the gameplay here. I don't think a boss fight was particularly necessary. And there's a really terrible transition there. That transition is really bad. Right, really need to focus with this transition here. Also, the theming is completely gone. I really like the glow usage and the colours. Pulses are really nice and the structuring is very cool. And there's some really cool movements overall. However, we've just lost this consistency. It started off being a completely text level, and then it just changed to this really kind of messy modern level, but it works really well. It's a great design, it just didn't fit. Oh dear. It's gradually become more and more art-based, although it does make it quite consistent. It's a shame that I missed that coin. It does lose the consistency at the start. I'm not saying it very well, but what I'm trying to say is it started off with an idea and then had another idea, and all the parts felt like it was just trying to transition into that second idea, which does work in all fairness, but it would have been nice to see the level Brian C2 just be that first idea with lots of different variants, it became less effect based and more art based, and I love an effect level. Despite this, good colours, good ideas, I can't really fault it too much. Children by Sir Fluffy Beans. Bit strange. Oh, okay, I kind of get the idea. It's like a drawing based style. I like the rapid toggling. You got the iconic children's characters. Yeah, this is pretty well executed. I really like the colours, I really like the style. Has a nice energy. This looks really cool. Transition could be much better, but the theming's so good and it's really well executed. There's a lot of attention to detail here, and the art style's just great. Yeah, I really like this. This part's a bit empty, could use a ground and a ceiling, I suppose. It's mainly just ground on both sides, and there's a death effect. Yeah, this is really cool. I can't really fault it too much. It would be nice to see a bit more in this part, but really creative level. I like it a lot, and the animations are really good. Broken by Meowscam. Nice art, decent energy here. Kind of reminds me of a mix of Geometer and Yun Haseo. Those spikes could move, I think that would look a bit better. And there was a small movement issue with that transition, being a bit picky there, but it could have just been fixed. Nice glow usage, not very consistent. I know the blocks remain black, but the style does change quite a lot. And the style changed again. Not a huge fan of that. It still has that kind of glowy feel to it, but it's significantly less glowy. And the colours are just completely different. But that does add to the energy. And we're back to those black blocks. Yeah, I don't think that fits too well. I think the pre-drop should have used black blocks, and then you could have had a nice colourful drop. And you have a really long end screen here. It's not really an end screen actually, it's just black. Not bad. Bit underwhelming though. And the last one I'll be playing today is Stuff I Used to Do by Samax. I'm guessing this is going to be incredibly unoptimized. Like I was going to say, it's laggy and my phone never lags. There's something about Samax's levels that make them look all the same despite them being very creative, but they're also so laggy and it's such a shame. This effect is great though, but it's the kind of effect that people don't attempt because the object count is just not worth it. Like, this will not run on other people's phones. The glitch effects are really creative, they are really well done. It is the same overlay throughout, so it would be nice to see some variety with that. Transitions are very dodgy. I managed to survive it, but I was close. I like the colours throughout, pretty cool ideas, and I like this part a lot. It has nice layering. I didn't see that that was a block though. I died here again. It is not clear that you cannot slide on these blocks. The borders are just really annoying. My main issue with this level is the optimization, but also the lack of readability in that last part. I'm very curious to know how many objects this has, but I don't have copy hack. I'm going to go log into the computer. Okay, right, I'm on the computer. I need to get copy hack up. There it is. Right, copy this level. Let's see the object count. Oh, it's not actually as bad as I thought it would be, but it's not great. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!
The picture. That was a picture, yeah. I thought it was a video.